Hi guys, welcome to Eagle Jones gaming page, and today we will be doing the walkthrough of chapter 5. This is not too much of a complex puzzle, but there's an area that you might get a little bit confused. But if you go through this walkthrough with me, we will get the clues and the answers. Alright, so this part is very simple. We're just gonna basically swim to all the locations, and it's not too much that's gonna happen here, so we can just watch this little dialogue right here and just enjoy the graphics and the whole area of this little scene right here.
Like the one I saw in the temple. I'm back to being me. It's hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them?
This is the little first puzzle we have. We have to turn the waves the other way, otherwise you will get stuck here and you can't pass through. So this is the little puzzle right here.
Another
So
panel
once
of
we
this
are
strange
here,
technology.
we're working
What's
it
it for?
upside
Something
down
related to the currents?
in a sense. So this is the upside down way. So you'll start by your left, and then right here you'll go to your right, and they all have to match up and open this little doorway right there. But we're not done yet. We have to turn it back around, and we have to do it the right way around. So do the same. Basically around here you press the other button to make them all complete. It opens up, it switches it, and it turns the whole wave of the flow of the water the right direction. It's not too complex, but if you don't know, it can be difficult. We're going to do a few of them in this chapter, so remember, try to keep them all at the same time when you press them. It's really, really important to do that.
The island is pierced by underground currents.
Right, so once we're here, we can just come and press this little hand right here, and then we go up here. Very, very beautiful
Where is this
way
gate
to
going to
do
lead
it.
me now?
Right, so once we come into this section, I'm gonna make my way all the way down, because there is like if you do all the clues, you will find out there's like a voting panel, but this voting panel is in a certain level. So I'm gonna go all the way down before we interact with everything to find out what the level is and which family has to vote first. So we're making our way all the way down here. Then you'll see there's little hands right here. All of the huts right there have hands, so this will give you the clue. Just click on the pictures I'm clicking on to get the clue. There's one up there as well, and one right here. So if you look at your drawings, you'll see the order it needs to go into. So we're going to start with the white hands, the yellow hands, the red hands, the blue scratches, and the red circles. So let's make our way back up. So what we're going to do right now, there's hands in the first section, and then the other hands will start from the top side. So if you just follow me, you will get your way. We can come here quickly and interact with this little statues right here.
Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here.
Right, these are the incorrect hands. We're going to go where the hands are needed. So remember, in the bottom side, it's the white hands. It's this little hands right here. So there's going to be panels like this, which you have to press down. So let's quickly come in here and interact with everything that we can.
Primitive hand paintings. I wonder who used to live here. It seems it was abandoned ages ago.
really important to interact with these little stuff right here. It
I
will
understood that.
bring the story a little bit to life when it comes to it. We're not gonna go up there. That's the last purple circle ones. So after this, we will be doing the orange hands, which we will be finding when we come up to the staircase here. So let's make our way up and let's go interact with the orange hands. These are the red ones. We do not need them now. Let's make our way all the way up.
How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription.
Alright, here are the orange hands right here, or yellow. It's orange there and yellow here. So you just can come to this area, interact right here.
This reminds me of some black blood in eyes, like in the well.
I don't think there was anything too much to interact here with. So it's just a little room, you can just look at it. So this is the second one we have to press down. After that will be the red hands we just saw right here. So we're making our way back down to the red hands right here.
It's quite disturbing to see someone's hand paintings from thousands of years ago. I feel connected to them somehow.
Fire falls from the sky, awakens God, black blood.
Right, once we're done interacting with that, that's all we need here.
Is
And
that
then we
black
have to
blood
press
the same
the
thing as
third
the black ooze?
panel right here. The other panel will be the blue stripes. It's going to be the one right there. So let's make our way to that area right there. Right, once we come here, we have to interact into this building right here. You can look at the
Who
hands,
made these
inspect
marks?
them,
They look quite old.
and then, which is very important, is going to the well, the black ooze. A little
Looks
bit
like
of an
some sort of
interaction
thing.
right there. You can just
Slaves
press on
and
that as
masters
well.
and Nicole. Wasn't Nicole in the notes?
And then this is the fourth one we have to interact with. The last one, we can make our way up here. We're not going to go to the panel immediately. We're going to make our way to the left and inspect what to do here.
It seems that each family had to agree somehow to
So this
change
is
the water
basically
level.
where it tells you who have to
amazed
do
at how
in
organized
a
they seem to
voting
be,
panel, and
despite
once
them
you
being
go
so
all the way
primitive.
down, you will figure out that's the voting panel. It
Being
needs to
trapped
go
here
into the
probably
order.
made them stronger as a community.
Some slaves die, some slaves now water animal.
Alright, once we're done there, you can interact
Water
here as
animal.
well.
Is that what I am now?
And then we make our way to the last panel, which is the purple one, and then we will do the water level and bring up the water. Alright, before the water level completely fills up, we have to make our way back down to where we went in the beginning, so we can press that little panel right there. So let's make our way to that little section right there. You can check all the rooms if you really want to. Most of them you've already interacted with the panels are, but the most important ones are these little
Someone
symbols
vandalized
right
this
here.
mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands.
Right, once we're down here, we're gonna press this little panel right here.
This civilization used these devices to
And then
raise
the
and
water
lower
level will go down, so we can make our
That's
way
impressive.
to that little section right there and go underneath water, so we can come to that side and press the water level again on the other side. Alright, so once you're down here, you will see once you come here, this little puzzle is broken. So what we need to do is you're gonna have to press this button right here. It's gonna open up a gate right there, but we can't go through it. It closes after a while, so we have to bring all the water speed levels to the right way so we can make our way there. But before we do that, I'm quickly going to show you what all to interact with once we're down here. This is a very beautiful section, and it's really important to interact with all these stuff right here.
This looks like an altar dedicated to two figures. I can hear them talking to me. They rebelled against their masters. The slaves seem to worship two gods.
Right, we can interact with this little puzzle right here.
Different types of creatures of the same species lived here, but they weren't free.
It's really important to try to explore the area to see where to go. But the most important part to come here is to come into one of these little houses right here, and we will find the last well that we need to interact with. Once that's done, there is nothing in this little area right here.
Is that their punishment?
Oh, there is. My bad. Alright, once you come to this little area right here, I don't know if a lot of you have seen this, but there's a little clue right here
Isn't this the tiara from...
that quite makes it seem like, I don't know why Nora's parents never told her that she's a mermaid, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so once we come up here, we have to make sure that all these show the right direction. So remember we did this puzzle before. So what we do is we have to turn this around. And make it turn the right way. Just make our way to this one, and then we're gonna be stuck here. I just wanted to go fast. Let's make it face the right way. Alright, so this was the only two that was really needed here for any type of puzzles. That one is already showing the right way, so let's make our way back up there. Press the button to open the gate and make our way through this amazing tunnel water feature.
All the island is that way. Beautiful but dangerous. The danger does not seem to affect me, though.
Right, gate is opening, and let's make our way through. Come on, Norah, let's move. Remember to keep on swimming. I know the section she's going through it's not closing. Oh, she's moving on her own, but at the end she does stop, so just make sure to move all the way. It's really cool. Alright, let's go.
My illness has kept me from being happy. What I feel now is the complete opposite of being sick. I feel full of life and energy, even better than before my illness.
Let's press this, and now we are on the other side of the bridge. You can come to this little left side section right here. It's only going to show you can't come in here. If you want a very funny dialogue, there's your funny dialogue right there.
I mean, it's hard to explain this, even to myself.
Just a little bit of a funny dialogue right there. So let's make our way to this side and press the panel. There we go, the water level goes lower. So now we can make our way back there.
Really low, so I can
Go down there because the water level just went down, so we can make our way through this little tunnel right here.
All their lives imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner?
Right, so once we're down here, we were just here with the whole puzzle. So you can make your way down here.
Now I can enter this tunnel.
Make our way down here. This is very a beautiful chapter for me. It's really well thought through. The way you have to interact with everything. This is one of the most beautiful puzzles I've seen.
This current is quite strong. I wonder where it will take me.
This section you can just sit back and relax and just watch the beautiful view. You can still look around if you really want to, but this is beautiful. Alright,
That was
so once
quite
you
a
come
ride,
here,
but it's over now.
you can just quickly come put your hand right here. I always go the wrong way. You can put your hand right there. And then this is a very important part to interact with
Ladder.
everything you see in this
Someone set up
little
camp
room
in
right here.
Looks like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
Make your way up here.
Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death?
Right, you can come up to this ladder right here. And
What
then
is this?
interact with everything as possible.
Oh my god.
Remember, you
I
can
almost
turn
forget
around
about Harry?
pages. And remember,
She
you
doesn't
can
seem
also
to care
press
much
this
about
to
Harry.
read if you struggle with the
And
font.
she doesn't seem to be thinking straight either. Harry, that look on your face. You look deranged.
Come up here. This is the puzzle that we will be needing for the next part. It's not really too much needed for it. You can solve it without the clue. But it is really important to have the clue with you.
You followed the river from the temple summit. and it took you some days to find this entrance. A sanctuary? Harry, was that where you went? Oh dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too? So the guide left the expedition. That would explain the workshop on the white sand beach, where I arrived.
Got this little section right here.
The sun is setting.
It's not too
It is
much to
so
interact with.
beautiful.
It's just a very, very beautiful view that we can have right here. And then just to show you the ladder they went up to. Not needed to go there, but if you want a beautiful view, you can. Right, let's make our way back down and do the last puzzle for this chapter. Alright, so once we come down here, you'll see there will be one last more puzzle that we need to be doing. We're gonna press that button right there. Press this button. That button. And then this button right here.
This must be my transportation to the sanctuary.
So you basically just have to, before it goes around that circle, you have to press the top button. When it comes here in the middle, you can press that button right there. And then once it comes once this puzzle arrives here, you can stop pressing that one right there. If it's a very simple way to give it to you. But yeah. Alright guys, this is the end of this chapter. It was not a difficult chapter at all, but if you got stuck somewhere, hopefully I did help you out and it gave you some answers. I can imagine if you didn't know there was a voting panel, it might have been difficult in the beginning. But guys, please remember to hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel and comment, was this helpful and did you guys enjoy this video? And I will see you guys on the last chapter, chapter 6. Thank you guys and be safe.